The key takeaways to Richard Nixon's 1969 inaugural address are, first, a hope for peace. Nixon emphasized the possibility of achieving peace in a world where people desire it and leaders fear war. He saw this moment in history as a chance for America to lead toward global peace, a task he believed the American people were ready to embrace. Second, unity and progress. Despite facing internal and external challenges, Nixon called for unity among Americans, highlighting the need to work together to overcome divisions and achieve progress. He acknowledged past achievements, but also recognized the importance of addressing present shortcomings. And third, shared responsibility. Nixon stressed the importance of collective action from the government and the people to tackle the nation's challenges. He urged individuals to contribute to the greater good through small acts of kindness and cooperation, emphasizing that the fulfillment of freedom comes from participation in causes larger than oneself. Let us celebrate the orderly transfer of power and the unity that keeps us free. Each moment in history is a fleeting time, precious and unique. But some stand out as moments of beginning, in which courses are set that shape decades or centuries. This can be such a moment. The accelerating pace of change allows us to realize our aspirations, to contemplate advances in our lives which would have taken centuries prior. By expanding into the horizon of space, we discovered new horizons on Earth. The times are on the side of peace. This generation will celebrate not only this country's 200th anniversary, but also the entrance into the third millennium. Our actions will determine the kind of nation we are, the world we live in, and whether the future is shaped in the image of our hopes. We have the chance to lead the world out of the valley of turmoil into peace. Our success in this endeavor will instill gratitude and admiration for generations to come. This will make us great. We have made enormous strides in science, industry, and agriculture, in sharing wealth and managing a modern economy to ensure continued growth. We have given freedom new reach. We have begun to make its promise real for black as well as for white. The hope of tomorrow is in the youth of today, who are better educated, more committed, and passionately driven by conscience. We are closer to a just and abundant society, and can assess our weaknesses with candor, yet with hope. FDR stood here and addressed a depressed and fearful nation who suffered from a lack of material goods. Our situation today is reversed, for we have much, but with poor spirit. We reached the moon, but landed in raucousness on Earth. We are in war, wanting peace. Divided, wanting unity. With empty lives, wanting fulfillment. Seeing tasks to be done, waiting for others to do them. To a crisis of the spirit, we need an answer of the spirit. To find that answer, we need only look within ourselves. We need the simple things, such as goodness, decency, love, kindness, if we are to surmount what divides us and cement what unites us. Lowering our voice is a simple thing. America is suffering from a fever of words, inflated promises that cannot be delivered, anger that grows from discontent to hatred, posturing instead of persuading. We cannot learn from one another until we stop shouting at one another, until we speak quietly enough so that our words can be heard as well as our voices. We will strive to listen to the quiet voices, the injured voices, the anxious voices, the neglected voices. We will set our goal to create order, progress, and security for all, to build on the old and turn toward the new. We will press forward towards full employment, better housing and education, improving cities and rural areas, protecting the environment, and enhancing the quality of life, to transfer our wealth from war abroad to our needs at home. Government cannot do everything, so we must enlist all those concerned and committed. The efforts of the people are needed not only in federal projects, but in small localized endeavors. This is not an offer of the easy life, nor a life of hard sacrifice, but a rich and exciting adventure. Each of us can shape our own destiny, yet no one is truly whole until they use their talents for a cause greater than themselves. We must move forward together. No one is free whose neighbor is not. This means black and white together, as one nation, not two. The laws have caught up with our conscience. What remains is to give life to what is in the law, to ensure, at last, that as all men are born equal in dignity before God, all are born equal in dignity before man. This administration will be open to talk with all nations, to exchange ideas, goods, and people. Not everyone will be our friend, but we can make no one our enemy. Let us explore space together, and strengthen peace, and lift the poor. This does not mean weakness on our part. My experience has taught me about the nations and peoples of the world, and shown me the pain of poverty. My oath today is to uphold and defend the Constitution, and I will use all my energy and wisdom for the cause of peace in the world. We have recently viewed Earth as God sees it, a pale blue dot. That view moved poet Archibald MacLeish to write, "To see the Earth as it truly is, small and blue and beautiful in that eternal silence where it floats, is to see ourselves as riders on the earth together, brothers on that bright loveliness in the eternal cold, brothers who know now they are truly brothers. Our destiny offers not the cup of despair, but the chalice of opportunity." Thank you for listening to this summary of Nixon's first inaugural address, his 1969 inaugural address. And if you learned something from this video, if you enjoyed listening to it, then please contribute to our charity. We are a 501c3 educational support services nonprofit, and all of your contributions are tax deductible and go towards educators who are working tirelessly on making American history and civics more accessible, more engaging, user-friendly to students, teachers, scholars, parents, and anyone who is interested in learning about American history. You can listen to the full address on our other channel called Tarpeian Archives, where we re-upload archival audio and video material, along with narrations of the full text of primary documents, while this channel, Tarpeian Summaries, is where we summarize all these primary documents to make it a little bit more digestible, because there's just so many of these documents. Reading the full text of all of them can take a very long time. So thank you again for watching. Please donate if you can, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.